everybody, this is Felicia, and today I'm working from one of my beautiful Scrapping Wonders notebook, traveler's notebook. So now I'm going to get started here, and I'm doing another mixed media, and I'm going to be ending this one again with a quote. So what I'm using right now is some gesso. Gesso helps the colors move around a lot smoother and a lot easier, and it also preps the page. So I'm going to be covering it with some more gesso here. And then once I get finished covering this with some gesso, I'm going to dry it. You have to check out Beth Solar's Scrapping Wonders Traveler's Notebooks. They are awesome. They're actually the best ones I've ever worked with. So I'm really impressed. So now, as you can see, what I did there was I squirted some water, then I scooped some of the Bruchot watercolors. I love working with these. I've played with these so many times because I love it because you just squirt a bunch of water, then you just drop a teeny tiny bit and they just burst into color. It comes in a powder form and I just love working with these. Look at, so you squirt the water, drop a scoop, and then boom, there you go, and then it just spreads all out. Oh, I just love it, love it, love it, love it. And whoever invented these, boy, knew I was around because I like to play with stuff like this. As you can see, I'm dropping some of the colors and things like that throughout the notebook page. And what I have is the watercolor traveler's notebook insert, and I love it because it's super super thick, and and it absorbs. It doesn't, you know, warp up like you think it would, but and it does a great job with all the absorbing and everything. So I'm cleaning up some of my mess here. As you can see, I do make a mess when I'm messing with these watercolors, and I just love it. And so you have to excuse me there. So now I am pulling off that paper there, making sure the other side didn't get wet, and it didn't. And so I'm going to put another paper towel there to absorb the rest of the moisture as I squirt more water here on the layout here. And I'm trying to get the colors to distribute evenly. Well, not really evenly, but across it. So now that it's dry and I've dried it, I am mixing some of the pearlescent texture paste that I got from Spiegel Mom Scraps. And I'm sorry, not Spiegel Mom Scraps, sorry, from Dreamweaver. And I am putting it down here. Now I wanted this texture to be kind of this color because it kind of matches with what I'm trying to do with the layout. And here I am using my EK Success powder tool, and what that does is once you put it down, it actually stops it from sticking, because sometimes it still sticks even after you've dried it. The texture paste still sticks, and so what I do is I just put that powder down there so that it doesn't stick. And I'm cleaning off my spatula. Sorry, I was supposed to do some of this off screen, but for some reason I ended up doing it here so you can watch me clean it. But as you can see, you have to clean it off right away because it takes a little bit to get it off there. So now I'm going to start putting down some of my embellishments here on this layout. And this is a picture of one of the beaches that I went to here in California. I love the beaches, okay? And if you've been on my channel before, you've seen me scrap about beaches all over the place. And I just love it, love it. So now I got a new Ranger Archival ink pad here, as you can see. And I was able to get some ink going on that. And now I'm still putting down some of the embellishments here and there. And I am putting up that. And it's just basically prepping this page for my quote, which is going to go right there underneath on the left side there once I get everything down. And so I put the sand in the sun because I like the beaches. I love to hear the waves. It's so relaxing for me. And when I get an opportunity to go, I just go because I just love them. So, all right. So now we are writing our quote. Now our quote is, okay, so the quote is very, very influential. So it says, you don't have to see the whole staircase just to take the first step. And now this is from Martin Luther King. And this is a quote that I also love. And I'm working on providing a lot of quotes here because quotes to me, they say a lot. They say a lot about our lives. They have a lot of meaning. And I just love the way they just they just sound a lot of the time. So right now you hear me thinking, trying to remember how to write this. And then I did not put Martin Luther King down there, but I put it down there later because I completely, totally forgot to write it down. But I just want to make sure so I'll know where the quote came from. So now that I wrote that quote, um, and I'm trying to, I got one more thing I want to put up here on the layout, and it's right at the top there, the little stars. I'm going to cut off the extra, and there is another thing that I want to put on here. Sometimes, as you can see, I lose stuff on my desk. You can see me searching for it. I'm searching for that sun. I found that because I was going to put that on there anyway. And I'm searching for something else, and I couldn't remember where I put it. It is just the craziest thing, because boy, when you get on your desk, it's like, oh no, it's a huge mess, and then you lose things while you're working with it. So I'm going to cover up the photo, and I'm going to put some water splatters. Now the water splatters on watercolor, once you dab them up with a baby wipe, they leave little white splotches, which is awesome. I mean, I love doing that. So that's what the water splatters do. And this does it with a lot of the watercolor paints, and not just, a lot of people think it was just with the Tim Holtz paints, but it's not. It's with any watercolor that you put down. So you just put the little whites, the water down, and then you blop it up, and then you got little white splotches. So there you have it. So that's exactly how you do that. And now I'm going to put few of the little black splotches down there from the Heidi Swapping at the top as well, so that I can get some of those up there. And I am pretty much almost done here. There it is. I found the adventures sign there. I was trying to find that because it's always an adventure when I go to the beach. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'm drying up the excess water, the excess splotches, making sure everything is dry before I close this book. And be sure to check out Best Solar's Etsy shop. I mean, you are going to be really impressed with how she has everything, and then all of the different traveler's notebooks. Take care, you guys, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.